All right, welcome back to Getting Sober, again. My name is Jay, and today we're going to talk about the fact that you are making progress. But first, if you care about your own sobriety journey as much as we do, we have over 700 videos on the topics of sobriety and self-improvement. So make sure that you're subscribed to this channel. All right, let's get started. So today's video is officially the 200th episode that we've ever made here on the channel. And to celebrate, I'm going to show you a video montage of my own progress here on the channel over the last 5 years. So stick around till the end. But I know that a lot of us maybe feel like when we look in the mirror that we still look the same. And maybe the stress of work and our family life or just life in general makes us feel like we aren't exactly making progress. But I want to remind you that you are in fact making progress. Waking up well rested is progress. Waking up without a hangover is definitely progress. Sometimes progress is just going to the grocery store and walking past the beer and wine section. Sometimes progress is simply just saying no to that group of friends that you know may tempt you to want to drink in the first place. Progress is also setting healthy boundaries. Progress is getting 2 days of exercise this week if you only got 1 day of exercise last week. Sometimes progress is just doing what you're supposed to and what you need to do instead of getting distracted by what you want to do instead. Remember, the major changes that are happening to you both mentally and physically are happening inside of you. Your liver is getting stronger. Your kidneys are getting healthier. Your brain, your heart, your pancreas, and your immune system are all getting stronger. A lot of you reported having lower blood pressure after giving up alcohol. And for those of you that took the initiative to go to your doctor, you're getting to see that your blood lab results are coming back more in the normal range. For those of you that are working on a healthier diet and maybe exercise, you're also reducing your risk of all-cause mortality, of dementia and Alzheimer's disease, and also diabetes, and lowering your risk of cancer and other diseases. You're experiencing more joy and pleasure when it comes to the little things in life. You're spending more time with the people that you care about most instead of wasting your time with people that just want to get wasted. This is progress. It doesn't matter if you're 2 days sober, 2 months sober, or 2 years sober, you're making steps in the right direction. And for those of you that are using a sobriety app on your phone, like the Quitzilla app that I mention all the time, you're also seeing that you're saving a ton of money from alcohol and also too, alcohol-related expenses. Comment down below, how much money are you saving per month by not buying alcohol? But I get that sometimes when we look in the mirror, we still look the same, and when we wake up, we still may feel the same. And yes, in the mornings you still may be tired, and yes, in the mornings you still may dread having to go to work. But aren't you more capable now? Aren't you getting into less arguments now? Aren't you more able to handle daily stress better now in healthier ways? Aren't you starting to gain more self-confidence? Aren't you starting to believe and trust in yourself, again? And aren't the people in your life, whether they say it or not, starting to see that you're becoming the person that you're supposed to be? You are making progress. It's the same concept as planting seeds today for a harvest tomorrow. And I want to remind you that a journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. And that life is a journey, not a destination. Be present during the journey. Learn along your journey and enjoy the process. This is all part of it. The tests, the trials, the temptations, the frustrations, the successes, it's all part of the journey. So too are the bumps in the road, the traffic, the obstacles, the good news, and the bad news. They're all parts of the journey. So keep going. Keep making the sacrifices. Keep learning which routes to avoid so you avoid the same failures again in the future. And remember to keep showing gratitude for the lessons that you learn with and without consequence. Because just like it can always be better, it can certainly be worse. Know that at times it's normal to be tired and that you're going to have to get some rest and recharge. And at times you're going to also have to refocus your energy in different directions. The only thing guaranteed in life is that things are going to change one way or another. So be open to change. Be open to new possibilities that you might not have considered otherwise. Old ways of thinking don't open new doors. So keep an open mind and keep an open heart. As long as you keep your internal compass pointed towards truth and finding the best answers to life's questions, you'll never be lost. And yes, the answers are going to continue to change, and you're going to continue to update to new and better solutions every time that life throws a curveball at you. And that's exactly where my journey started 5.5 years ago in the year of 2018. Just like you, I was a little lost and I was a little scared. I didn't know who to turn to or where to go, and I didn't know what I needed to do versus what I was just willing to do. But I knew that things needed to change. All I wanted to do was binge drink every single day. It was the only thing that was making me feel better. And sure, I had better habits. I exercised, I ate healthy, I was raising a family, but I was also making too much room for alcohol in my daily life. I was giving too much of my time and my energy and my money to alcohol. And then I was waking up depressed every day, and I had anxiety every day. And in the pursuit of truth and finding the answers to the issues that were plaguing my life at the time, I knew that I needed to do something different. I knew that sometimes when we go looking for answers that we might not like what the answer is, which simply means that we have to make some sacrifices. I knew that I couldn't keep going to the same places and hanging out with the same people, that it was time for a montage moment in my own life, a moment that I'd look back at someday and be proud of. But first, I had to help myself, because you can't rescue passengers from their own sinking ship while you're also on a sinking ship. Just like how it's always easier to give people advice, but doing it for yourself is always harder, right? That's why we always talk about listening to your inner coach, to change the negative internal self-chatter, to be a good boss of the company of you. And that the most important relationship that you're ever going to have is the relationship that you have with yourself. So be kind to yourself. Be patient with yourself and be forgiving when you make mistakes. And once you get sober, the best part is that everybody else in your life gets to benefit from it too. Over 5 years ago, before we had our first view, our first like, our first comment, or our first subscriber, I decided to take this leap of faith to start a YouTube channel about my own sobriety journey. And I didn't remain perfect along my sobriety journey, which is why I called the channel GettingSoberAgain. But I knew that I needed to start making some progress. I knew that I was going to learn some hard lessons along the way, and I knew that I was going to have to hold myself accountable for the time lost, the money lost, and the lost integrity and reputation. And I, just like you, had a lot of days where I wondered if I could ever believe in myself again, if I could trust myself again, and if I was just making these silly videos that nobody would ever listen to. And I started my journey probably the same way that you started your own journey, by just doing what I was willing to do instead of doing all the things that I needed to do. I kept making room for the bullshit, and I kept leaving the door open for alcohol and temptation. In other words, I wasn't willing to invest too much. I wasn't willing to step too far out of my comfort zone. I just wanted to maybe get my feet wet and see what would happen. Maybe I can get sober. Maybe I could stay sober. Maybe somebody will watch this channel someday. And I'm happy to say now that after 5.5 years here on the channel and 200 episodes later, that the benefit of getting sober is translated into my own mom being 3 years sober, and my girlfriend being 3 years sober, and having over 42,000 subscribers of people looking to get sober, be sober, and stay sober. It translated to having this amazing community with people being kind, considerate, and caring in the comments section of each and every one of our videos. So thank you for that. And that each and every one of you are helping me to do that, one video at a time and one comment at a time. So as I mentioned earlier, the beginning of this video, we're going to do a little video montage of the progress of this channel over the years to show you the humble beginnings of my own journey. Remember, every journey also includes struggle. Every journey also includes wondering if you should just turn around and pack up and go back home with your tail between your legs. And I've done that plenty of times too. And I've also had a lot of thoughts over the years of whether or not I should continue even making sobriety videos. But I'm happy to say that I didn't give up and I didn't quit. And I did what you hear so many times on this channel, I kept going. And on top of that, you wouldn't let me quit anyway. So let's rewind the tape and watch the progress of this channel over the years. And by the way, if you're just starting your sobriety journey, don't forget to take those before pictures so you can see your own progress over the next few months. Okay, ready? Here we go. Wow, that was definitely a blast from the past. Honestly, it's kind of hard for me to go back and look at those old video clips, but it's a great reminder to know where you've been, to appreciate where you're going. So what do you think of today's video? Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section down below. And if you haven't yet, don't forget to show your support for everybody here in this sobriety community by giving this video a thumbs up. And with that, I want to wish you good luck on your self-improvement journey, and I will see you in the next video. If you want to see another one of our videos, click here.